Okay, listen up. I'm only going to do this one more time. I already did it once. I thought I was recording, but it turns out I turned the recording on when I thought I stopped. So here we go. We're going to start with this. This is what everybody calls the junk. This is like considered the junk drawer in your kitchen. Stuff you know you're going to need one day, but it's not really useful at the time. Stuff that you saved from other stuff. You know, the junk drawer. It's got a bunch of bolts and nuts. It's got a bunch of pins to hold the body together on your car. And even more of those. New fittings for the hoses I got. Some hose clamps. Some wheel weights. Some oils. Some polish to help you see clear. I use that to clean my headlight lenses. And then put a little wax over top of it. Just so they don't yellow again. That's my sign. That hung on the building at 1044 Saratoga Street for 2 years. My sister donated this. I think it's great for holding out sound. It's great for holding out heat. And it's great for holding in heat. I've got an engine hoist. Well, an engine stand. You use that big red thing. You set it on top of your fender wells with the hood up. And it's got these two little things on there that you hook chains to. And you can hold your transmission up or your motor up while you take the other one out and fix it. I wouldn't suggest using that chair. That thing will dump you on your ass. I've got a bunch of air tools here. Starting with a tire pressure gauge, digital. Easily connects and disconnects from the air hoses. I got 1/2 inch and 3/8 drive. Very valuable, very strong Mac impact guns. I've got the top of the line snap-on 1/2 inch drive, along with a very nice Mac 1/2 inch drive ratchet. I've got a bunch of extensions here. I have even more here, and probably even more in the garage, but I'm not real sure where they are. I'll find them, and I'll add it to all this. But I've got some 3/8 drive. If you'll notice there, I've got a beautiful snap-on ratchet that one of my besties gave me for Christmas. I have some 1/4 inch drive. I have another box that has what's not right there on my rail, but that's all the stuff you need every day. I hardly ever use that other stuff. That's why I didn't set it out here right now. But I can add it to it. That 1/4 inch ratchet right there. Oh my God. I borrowed the guy that retired's tool, and I didn't know. Somebody warned me, don't use that unless you want to buy one, because you're never going to work without it again. I'll tell you what, the very first job I got, I put that tool down, my ratchet, and I went and bought me one of them, because that's a dream. I've got some snap-on extensions. They're not just extensions. They're wobble extensions, if you can see it there. That's what's left of my wrenches. Actually, I think that belongs to someone else, and I should probably get it out of there and give it back to him. I've got pliers, really good ones, really shitty ones, and I'm missing my giant alignment pliers. I'm thinking I got them downstairs under the sink. I've got picks. As you can see, they're snap-on in there, but the ones from Harbor Freight are better. They actually last and don't break off the first thing you touch them to. That thing right there, I can't remember what it's called. It's irrelevant, but it can introduce air into a system because you can pump from it. It also retracts air and fluids. It will pull it out of it. These right here, That is a $900 set from Snap-on. They're generic. It's a Blue Point. Never have I had a problem with it. It's got everything included. It's got torque bits, Allen bits, inverted torques from the smallest to the largest. That battery booster pack there, it's a great little handy tool to have in your pocket. But if it doesn't detect battery voltage, it won't turn on and jump. So it's limited to its ability. My friend John Grice sold me that. It's a very powerful tool. You can find opens and wires. You can read voltage. You can figure it out yourself. It's a useful tool. This one right here is from Mac. This one hooks right to this, or the other one I got in my toolbox over there. You'll see it soon. And it will tell you when you got like high amperage coming from your fan or your starting circuit or anything like that. Like, because there is a equation to make electric work correctly. Energy, resistance, something else, and when resistance is high, you run into problems. That is what it detects resistance, high resistance. Okay? So then I have a pressure tester set. I've bought many of other pieces that were required along my time. I have this fuel pressure tester set from Snap-on. You can test fuel pressure on anything with that. This tool right here is a stethoscope. You can hear inside of the car, just like the doctor does inside a body with it. So you can use that to listen for bearing noise on like squeaky belts. You can use it to find squeaks in your ball joints and suspension. You can use it to hear knocks and ticks in your motor. It's a very handy tool. Makes you very smart. Okay. I think I'm here. So this is a master ball joint set that I bought with, unbeknownst to me, my boss was about to retire. I was doing ball joints on his grandson's truck. I bought that for long time use on his son's truck. And you never know, that might still work out. I think we're in the works of that. That right there is a puller. You can use it to get bearings out. You can use it to get axles out. You can use it to get pulleys off. You can use it for many other things. Google it. This right here, I replaced my need for that mostly. That right there, that's a Mac Daddy tool. You'll see a video of that online. That's my favorite tool in the toolbox. Oh yeah, don't forget, that's made by Snap-on. That ball joint press. I got a torch there to help, because sometimes things need a little heat to work. I've got some tire plug gauges. Tire plugs from the inside. They're patches. That's what I'm trying to say. A little bit more stuff that probably belonged up there in what people call the junk drawer. I've got a really nice Snap-on battery charger. It doesn't only charge batteries. It can do a trickle charge, it could do a slow charge, it could do a fast charge, and it can jump start an engine. Very valuable tool. Also in here, a lot of cars cannot have their computer disconnected from battery power. It will forget how to charge. It will forget how to shift. There's all kinds of things. So when you're changing a battery, you take this handy dandy device that my very special Mac man got for me. He searched and got me what I wanted and was very patient for payment for it. Wonderful man. Anyway, you take these leads right here and you hook them up on a battery to use for reserve. When you hook it up, light will come on here and tell you that that part of the circuit's working and you got power to your data link connector, which connects power to your reserve in your computer. Then when you plug this in, 2 more lights comes on and says that the system is safe. This is called a memory saver. You always got to have a good clean starting point. Clean your battery terminals and your battery. I have hoses. A lot of people argue with me that they got the best impact gun. No, what is this thing called? Air hammer in the world. But let me tell you, dear, they're wrong. I've done my research. This thing can outpower any, including Snap-on, air hammer. I even had it rebuilt after lending it to someone that broke it because they didn't understand how it worked. I've got my good old worn-in pickle forks. I got some hoses, some more junk. What I got left of my air conditioner, the power cord to it. I have a Pitman arm puller. It's made by Snap-on. It's the bee's knees. They're good for Chevys, Fords, anything with a gearbox, except for the new Chevrolets that you have to have a lowboy for. I have what's not laying over there in extensions. I've got the European Allen bits. I've got some accessories to the angle grinder I sold already to keep Miss Fixit in the hospital. I've got a bearing tool. What's left of my pliers that I don't have out there. I've got alignment tools there. BFH. What's left of my ratchet wrenches, although I got some over there. A serpentine belt tool. I've got some random swivel sockets, the ones that I've needed during my career. I had some sockets donated to me by another one of my friends that I met at a place that I worked in Bellevue after he retired and as I got started in my business. Thanks. He also gave me some pretty special pliers that I don't see in this stuff, but I'll find it and add it to it. You know how General Motors and Ford and everybody made these stupid lug nuts with the sleeves around them and you can't fit a socket on it? Well, Snap-on has a generic Blue Point that is half-size sockets. So you got like an 18 and an 18 and a half, 19 and a 19 and a half. You got a 20, you know, you get the picture. You see them there. Okay, just in case you get some exhaust and you drop it, you stick this little doohickey right up in it and you turn that and it'll fix the damage to your pipe or muffler or whatever. The connection. This thing right here, I got tired of buying all different random sockets, so I bought a set finally. You can see, that's purchased by me. No fraudulent activities here. This is my electric drawer. That is the other multimeter that I said that very fine Mac tool over there was for. A bunch of random electric stuff. This actually belongs to the guy that retired too. I need to take this out of here. But I got some accessories. I've got some very nice Snap-on right here. These are Blue Point, this kit. And it is these reverse things for when you break stuff or round stuff off. And it's got it in standard and metric sizes. There's some more random 1/4-inch stuff you'll find necessary. I've got standard and geometric flaring tools and bending tools and rear brake tools. Rear brake tools. And this one was courtesy of my ex. It is a digital micrometer for measuring all types of things. Let's see what we got left. Oh, that's important. I got line removers. I've got that set of picks right there are out of my bestie's dad's toolbox I was allowed to get when her sister told me I could go take anything I wanted. Some of those files came from there too. What else? Oh, can't forget that. Look at that snap-on set. It has center punch ones. It has flat ones of many sizes. I don't really know. You could use that to beat the shit out of some shit apart. This one and this one, I don't know why you need it in this toolbox, but these are for like setting nails. And then it comes also with some chisels. Okay, I think I've reached the end of the rainbow. Now let's move over here to the pot of gold. My bestie's brother, even though we have never really had communication outside of the assistance he gave me, him and his wife were very proud of me for what I built, and they came in to offer assistance and saw that I had a disaster area I was trying to get cleaned up, and he said, I envision a big oak desk over there. It's not quite the one that he pictured, the one he said he was going to give me, but his wife gave him that for an anniversary gift. That is a very good, strong, sturdy desk. Look at the stuff you got to use to move it. That thing collapsed. He didn't only give me the desk. He helped load it up in the truck for me to take it there. This desk is awesome. When you're sitting there doing your taxes, it's got that. You can do this. And if you got papers laying there and you need to do something. Oh, how do I do it? Oh, there it is. That comes down. That's another place to keep your papers when your tabletop's too full. You know, because you're working. There's another one of those. It comes with very fine drawers, junk drawers, filing cabinet, all in one. Same thing on this side. This desk was in great support. He didn't stop there. He built my website for me. You can go on and look at it. It's Miss, M-I-S-S, Fixit, F-I-X-I-T, and family, .com. He made that for me. I appreciate it so very much. It helped me a lot. So let's get down to these two last valuable things here. This was a very important tool. I didn't want to leave it out because it's a part of it. You're going to need this desk because it's going to house a lot of information for you. It's going to help you keep your shit straight, just like he intended for me. All this is 2025's taxes. What I need to do right now to legitimize my license again. I'm having too hard of a time. I can't do it. I need help. But all of this data is the 2 years of information that a person needs to go and get a grant. LLCs qualify for a $250,000 grant with that 2 years of data right there. I have that data, and I also have, hold on, wait for it, the computer for you to track your data, the iPad for you to work with ease with information at the car, charger. I got the charger to the iPad too. I lent my computer to my son and my ex sometime back. He lost his phone and I needed to be able to communicate, so I left it to him. There's some stuff on there during that time that I have no idea what is on there. But other than that, the information on those two things is all the information, all of my income, all of my everything. Oh, I forgot. I have Square stuff downstairs too. It is the information system that's connected to the bank. It's the Square processing. So I think I'm going to close here and get this video ready for transmission.